So thank you, everyone. Pleased to meet you. My name is Amin Rabhi, and I'm working for Dataxis as a global business development executive. So thank you very much for being with us today in today's webinar about content distribution. And the webinar is about the next television, the battle of the UX. So this webinar is, of course, recorded, and if you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask them in the chat or to ask them in our website at the end of this webinar. And this webinar will be also available by the end of the day in this website. So before going further in this fascinating topics about content distribution, I would like to give you more insight about Dataxis. So Dataxis, we are a market research company and an event organizer. So regarding market research, so we are proud ourselves to be the most granular company in terms of country, because we cover more than 180 countries, but also in terms of operator, because we are covering tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 operators or platforms. So we provide in-depth indicators on TV, OTT video, content distribution, telecom, technologies, media and entertainments. And as I mentioned, we are also an event organizer company. So we organize more than 25 in-person events to discuss about the future of the TV and OTT industry via our next TV series events, about the future of sports via our next TV sports events, the future of advertising via our next TV ad events, and the future of broadband and high connectivity via our next GigaConnect events. So we, in this conference, gather C-level executive to discuss about the future of these industries. And the third pillar of Dataxis is our advertising and digital media services. So we help your company promote through the organization of webinars, such as the one I'm doing right now, and through the promotion of your company via white papers that we can host on our website or ad banners. So just to go back on the event side, so we just released our 2023 calendar, and here you can see all the events that we are doing in every continent for our next TV events. So we are covering Europe, Latin, North America, Asia, Africa, and Middle East. For the broadband side, we will cover Europe and Latin America, such as sports events, but also advertising. In addition, we will have a specific focus on the US. So this leads us to the following question: what is the future of content distribution? Because the content distribution market has never been as rich as it is today, and the multiplication of players, the diversification of offers, and above all the new technology available to consume video content have created a world with many options, but also a new complexity for users who are now invited to create their own personalized offer from a growing number of providers. So pay TV operators no longer have exclusivity in content distribution nowadays, and the end consumer has a wide range of subscriptions options. So with the arrival of OTTs, connected screen, and other digital media players. So in fact, the user experience becomes a major factor in the attractiveness of the offer and makes it an element of differentiation among the competition. While the TV sets is still remaining the main mean of viewing in household, the content access provider takes many forms. On the other hand, we could have thought that the OS market for TV would have followed the one for computers, laptop, smartphone, and tablets, all in duopoly situation. But this is not the case, and the TV market is fragmented. So it left room for potential entrants. Another point that has to be highlighted is that the renewal of the TV hardwares, set-top boxes, and TV set does not necessarily follow the technological advances and functionalities expected by users. So in this context, we will see what elements should content and connected device providers take into account to find their audience and address them effectively. So in this proposed webinar, through the following table that we will see together, we will see how is the availability content offering and the mean of access offered to users, with a dedicated focus on pay TV services, advanced set-top boxes, connected TVs, and their features. So this led us to our website. So to access the databases, it is simple. So here is Dataxis website. You go through market intelligence services. In the other tables, you can see all the other activity that we are doing. And once you're in this page, you have access to our market intelligence databases with all the market reports, all the actor profiles, and the topics that we are covering. So about TV distributions, TV networks, OTT and video, content distribution, sports, online media and advertising, telecom, connected devices, technologies, infrastructures, mobility, audio, and environmental data. So please note that you have access to the glossary and to the support center at any time. So this led us to the first table of our presentation and of our analysis. So here is the pay TV distribution by operator worldwide. Before going further, I would like just to explain you how our table are built, because it will be the same for all the others. So here you can order by country or by operator or by group. You can select the zone. You can select a dedicated country. You can select the quarter. So for this webinar, we will choose 2022 Q3 data. Q4 data will come in a few days. And please know that you also have access to the forecast until 2027. You can also select the currency, the operator, the group, play with all the technologies that we are covering, and then you can select the KPI to appear in your table. So for this webinar, you can see that we are covering all the countries, but we will keep a dedicated focus for consistency with the UK. So in this table, you can see the country, UK, operator, the group, the holding, the subscribers revenue and ARPU of direct pay TV, cable TV, of course, direct to home, IPTV subscribers, and OTT. So we are the most granular data, as we mentioned you. And we also mentioned that before, if we are looking to this table, it's because pay TV operators had the exclusivity of content distribution, but this is no longer the case, and we will see it through another view about TV household forecast by access. So in this table, so in red, all the direct-to-home pay TV subscribers, and in peak all the OTTs one. So what we can see is that the number of subscribers will stagnate by 2027. So yeah, it comes back. So we have worldwide data too, but we will keep on the UK. And we have to change the view because it is still household by access. So, and we have to select again the UK. Perfect. So you can see that the number of subscribers, as I said, will stagnate by 2027. So consumers turn away from traditional way of viewing with a decrease in share of the part of pay TV operators. Meanwhile, OTT parts is increasing. So this corresponds to different research of consumption of content from the consumer. So as we said before, this is due to the growing number of actors, such as OTTs in the panorama, offering a different user experience and different content too. So this leads us to the following table about the OTT streaming services that we are tracking. So you can see here all the actors that we are following in the UK, and please know that we're following all the services worldwide. So we have the wide panorama and the important number of players in the UK. So this comes first from growing consumption via internet, leaving the traditional distribution proposed by pay TV operators aside. So pay TV operators are aware of this change of consumption, which is why they are partnering now to offer access to OTTs in their offer. So this is the reason why we can see that operators are joining with OTTs by proposing them partnership in order to, as we said, improve user experience and to address specific content too. So regarding this table, you can see the partnership between pay TV and major OTT services with the following data. So we have the actor, the group, the service, the partnership status, the launch date, the OTT service, the access to the service, the billing partnerships, the package, zero rating, add-on basic price, and the potential reach. So we can deduce that the role of pay TV operator is changing, as it is not only a content distribution, a distributor of content, sorry, but also an aggregator of content to their set-top boxes. So this is why set-top boxes must be adapted to offer an up-to-date consumer experience. And this led us to this table about advanced set-top box deployment in the UK. So we have a need to renew set-top boxes to offer a user experience at the cutting edge of technology. So you can see here the operator, the access, the quarter of release, the status, the set-top box provider, as well as the middleware provider. And you will see that some of the actors will be present in the following tables: the chipset provider, the security system provider, if it's adaptable to the 4K or not, the PVR, personal video recording, if it's possible to record it, and if yes, whether in the cloud or in the set-top box, the adjusted potential number of subscribers, and the potential number of subscribers to date. So this led us to a question, because how to integrate application or new technology, knowing that the duration of a set-top box is about 5 years. So how to integrate fast channel application, knowing that a set-top box was released, for instance, about 9 years ago. So how to integrate this application? So this need a lot of integration efforts to do it. And we are also seeing that the middleware in the set-top box are for the major part actors in the connected TVs. So we also mentioned before that the television is still the main mean of viewing in household. And we can see in this table the connected TV sets, the connected smart TV sets the smart TV and streaming devices install base, sorry, in the UK. So you can see here the manufacturer, the group, the holding, the connected smart TV sets, and the connected TV streaming devices. So the television is no longer just a receiver, but also a transmitter, because it is no longer just a terminal to consume content, but it provides also a service via the operating system. And they are also distributor of content now, because we can easily see all the buttons directed to some OTT on remote controls. So they provide a service to consume content, and this led us to the following table about connected smart TV sets by the OS. So in this table, we have an overview of the OS market in the UK. So as I was saying in my introduction, we could have thought that the OS market for TVs would have followed the same for computers, laptops, smartphone, and tablets, all in duopoly situation. But this is not the case. We can see that the market is spread because we have a major number of actors, and also because the number of operating system is inferior to the number of TV manufacturer. But regarding TV manufacturer, you can see that we're also following all the smart TV suppliers in addition to the major actors. And we can see that through their number that it represents a major part also of sales. And this is why we just published this new offer about TV sets offer and specification. So we will select the UK, but was tracking it for several countries. And this table will show us the diversity of players present in a single market. So one second. But we will start by viewing that we have the brand, the country, the brand owner group, the original device manufacturer. If you have a brand licensing, the specification, the specific value, and the number of offer, percent of offers, number of products, and percent of products. So we can see the diversity and the complexity of the agreements because a brand can propose different operating system for same model of TV. We can take the example of Hisense, that is commercializing TV with their own operating system with different version and with other operating system. So this horizontal growth indicates us that the user experience is really becoming a differentiating factor, and that the service provided by the operating system is a decision element that has an importance as huge as the selection of the hardware. So in conclusion, we can see that from this analysis that the future of content distribution is more open than ever. And we will have the chance to discuss that in more detail in the upcoming webinar that we are organizing about the future of connected smart TV in Europe. So through the following webinar, Connected TV in Europe, the future center of home applications, and through America too, CTV challenges in Latin America, grasping the complexity of the application of TV. But before that, we will have a webinar dedicated to the future of fiber. Of course, this following webinars, you will have the possibility to sponsor them. We will also go beyond on the user experience by addressing you a webinar on metaverse. So metaverse is the virtual world, a place to thrive for video content providers, and what can the metaverse do for sport broadcasting. So this webinar will also be available for sponsoring. And I would like to attract also your attention on these following events, because we will have dedicated discussion about the future of content distribution in each region. So you can see here our calendar, and we just publish them, and you can of course sponsorize dedicated panel on this topic. So thank you all for your participation for this first webinar of the year. It was a pleasure to have you among us to listen our analysis. So as I said, this webinar will be available in our website. And if you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask them via my email address or directly on our website. So on behalf of Dataxis, I'm wishing you a pleasant day and hope we will see soon in our events. Bye-bye.